In this video, we'll be talking about scriptures, specifically Indian scriptures, how they are unique as compared to other ones which exist in this world of other religions, such as our Quran, Bible, and any other kind of scripture of other religion, and even in Indian religion, there are many kind of books, scripts, Vedas, Purans, scriptures. There are many kind of things. So, first of all, it is very difficult to know what is actually very authentic, what is actually which is very near to the truth, what is actually more critical, which one of these gives you more clarity towards the life, towards the truth, towards everything. How to know that? You can know it by only reading into it, by making yourself totally involved in that. So, apart from all the scriptures that I have read, Indian scriptures are one of the best actually. The foreign books, the foreign authors, the foreign philosophers, or the foreign scriptures as well, they rely too much on the sense of thought, thinking process. They have given much more importance to the mind. But in Indian scriptures, in Hinduism, mind is nothing. There are many more things that goes on beyond the mind every time. Since they are subtle, we may not observe them since our consciousness level is not that much high so that we can observe that. So in Indian scriptures, mind has not been given that much importance. There are many things that are supposed to be there beyond mind. People say that mind has these unlimited powers which is hidden somewhere there. They talk about subconscious mind, power of subconscious mind. But in Hinduism, they say it is not in your mind. There is something beyond mind which is operating. And all the energies, all the powers, all the superpowers, all the so-called things that you talk about every day is hidden there. Now, what is this? What is something which is beyond mind, which you cannot see, which you have not observed yet, about which you are not aware of right now? Apart from all the Indian scriptures, Upanishads are the most intellectual one, are the most tough to understand, are the most authentic scriptures that directly talk about the truth, that directly talk about you, who are you, what is this going on in front of you, what is actually you, not that you think about yourself. They're the best one. Although they are derived from Vedas, but the things that are written in Upanishad, if you read it thoroughly, you'll understand the importance of it. You will know that what you have been neglecting, what you have ignored, it is of very much importance. So, what is there actually in Upanishad? What do they talk about? The essence of the Upanishad is that this creation is non-dual. We live in this creation as I am this body and this is the creation in front of me, which is separate from this body. But there's some creator, some creation, or some any individual, or anything that is in front of you that I observe from my senses. Upanishad says those are not different from you. You're a part of it. You are a part of this creation. You are a creation. You're not different from this creation. And also they say the the creator is not different from the creation. Creator is creation. Now, how is this possible? They also talk about individuals. You're not what you think you are. Now, what do we think we are? Personality that we have in our mind about ourselves, the thoughts, the egos, the attachments, the identities, everything that we have gathered up throughout our upbringing in our mind is what we call as ourselves. The collection of identities, names, or what? There are many things. We call it I am this. But that is totally an illusion. You think your whole life that I am this and you act upon this in this creation. Now, there is one thing, there are many surgeries in today's life, and one of that surgery makes it possible that you can lose your memory by some kind of surgery. It will uh, off that part of the brain where you have your memories stored. So you'll forget everything. You won't even know your name. But then also you will exist, right? Then also you are going to exist. So whatever you have been calling up yourself, the importance that you have been given, that you have been giving to yourself, to this I, to this self, does not exist. It is just in your mind. There is no existence at all. Or what is your existence? Your consciousness. The one which was there from when you were born, and it is still now the same consciousness, the unbiased consciousness, the untouched consciousness. But now you have gathered content of consciousness. You don't see the things as it actually is. You have preconceived notions saved in your mind. Whenever you see something, you attach it with something that is already stored in your mind. You compare it with something which is already in your mind. You do not see that thing as it is. And you just see. You cannot see. Can you be like an unbiased observer? Like you're just there. There's no thought. There's no even thought that I am observing. There's no I. There's just observed. There's no observer. Only observing is going on. That is the highest possible state in which a human can live wakefully. It's just an observer. The one who can live in this state without any mental chattering, without any mental problem, without any mental fighting within yourself. We call them Mahapurush. We call them God. Because that person will be out of their senses. They won't be acting upon their senses. They are now beyond the senses. They are now the controller of their senses and the body. In majority of the people, their senses are controlling them. So become a controller of yourself. And how can this be possible? A constant practice of sitting alone with yourself, observing what is going on. Don't try to control anything. Don't try to do anything. The moment you try, it just goes against you. Don't try anything. Just sit. And just sit. You cannot sit. Just sit. You cannot just sit. Start with few minutes. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Just try to sit. Don't bother about anything. Yeah, thoughts will come. Thinking process will be going on. You cannot do anything about that. Don't hesitate that yeah, no, mental chattering is increasing. It is like traffic. It will create havoc for a moment or for weeks, but it will clear if you keep patience. But if you keep, you know, blundering, if you keep doing like what's going on, what's going on, what's going on, let's see, it won't clear at all. If everybody will keep patient, traffic will clear by itself. This thing is very important to us actually. The moment you do this, the problems that are related to uh, the psychological problems, the mental problems that are increasing nowadays, anxiety, stress, depression, and whatnot, suicidal thoughts, and many things. They all will just fade away. You will be the controller of your own life. These 5-10 minutes will change your whole life. How you act, how conscious you are in your life. The intensity of consciousness, the increase in intensity of consciousness is directly proportional to how you live your life happily, fully, totally. And that is the only reason, not the only reason, but that is something which is our best. This is what we must be doing. If you call yourself that we are, the most intellectual human beings, the most intelligent beings on earth, we are not the most intelligent, we are intellectual. We are not intelligent at all. The things that we are doing is not a sign of intelligence at all. We are intellectual. We are logical. We are biased logical. The logic that fits to on our side, we act upon them. We don't care about what side effect it will give to our nature, to others. We are intellectual, not intelligent. You will be intelligent. You will be the controller of your own life. We talk about Krishna, Rama. Why do we call them as a god? They were real human beings that existed in the history of India. Why do we call them as a god? Because they dealt with the situations that came in their life very peacefully, very patiently, untouched by anything that is going on in their life. Yet they were fully conscious. How should we act upon them? But they were not stressful. They were not in tension. They were not taking stress. They lived happily, strongly, consciously. That's why we call them as a god. The things that they did were good for whole humanity. None of them was any more related to their own self. That's why we call them as a god. The one who thinks about others. So that is about Indian scriptures. Upanishads are the best one, who directly talks about God. They call this unbiased consciousness as God. God is not a good word because the image that we have in our mind with this word God, it just wrong. The actual God, the actual thing is very different from the image that you have in your mind related to God. It's very different. It is far beyond it. You cannot even think about it. You cannot even think about it. You can never know it. You can just involve into it. You can just be one with the consciousness of it. You can never know it. You may experience it by making yourself fully involved with that. There are many aspects to it. Just like I have started with one aspect like scripture, and I actually missed it. I entered into something else while I was talking about it. So there are many aspects to it. If you just keep talking about it, it will never end. So I think I should stop here, and I think if I have missed something, I will include in next video. So if somebody is watching, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Have a good life.